Probably absolutely.
She's wonderful.
Put me out of a job.
She really, really does.
Yeah, I wanted about 5 more years. Like 62, 63.
And they just, whatever she wants to go do,
It was a quick
she
run.
does. I think she may have.
I raised the kids, got them all out.
Here they come.
College.
She's got a good little voice.
Hey, even
Now,
one
it's
of
still
them
probably
was
3-4 minutes away, but here they are.
Here they come.
They're not sneaking up on us.
That was probably a long ride on a motorcycle.
I thought we were moving. They got their lights off. Oh my goodness. Cool.
Here they come.
That's gonna scare the crazy. Motorcycle.
Folks, if you want to turn around, you'll see the escorts coming in now.
Yeah, Johnny, just bring it right on in, all right? Okay, thanks, bye.
It's hard to keep them tight.
Yeah.
What my understanding is, he doesn't like a phosphate over him. Oh, really?
It's gonna be problematic.
Too late now.
There you go.
Oh, this is the first time you ever see one of our escorts coming from a couple miles away. They're working on it. It's just the server that is so shaky.
I hear Harleys.
Yeah, you can hear it. He said, usually you hear it before you see them.
Yeah.
I wondered what you meant. That's awesome.
My wife usually wonders what I mean, so she finds out later.
Get close. Just tell people to start cheering. I'm going to go down there.
He might have.
Let's give Bo a big round of applause.
No, stay standing. Okay, everyone, if you're able to do so, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors. Can we clear that center aisle, please? Thank you. Right into the national anthem after they.
Okay, thank you.
Honor guard, present, fire!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, of the brave.
Okay, thank you, everyone. You may be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to this home dedication for Bo and his family. It's a great day here in Montana, is it not, folks? All right, let's try that again. It's a great day here in Montana, is it not, folks? All right. I want to thank you all for coming here this afternoon. I want to get a couple of thank yous out there before we start. Number one, I would like to thank the American Legion Yellowstone Montana Post 4 for presenting the colors right now. Can we hear it for them, please? The national anthem was sung by the Magic City Singers. Can we hear it for them? We're going to hear them a little later also. As you saw from afar, you had an escort coming in here. We want to thank the Patriot Guard riders who came here today also. Thank you so much. We have a whole host of law enforcement here today, so I want to thank them for giving the escort today also from different jurisdictions. Thank you so much. And we want to thank the folks from the Lockwood Fire District. They not only put a truck down at the end of the street, but they also had a truck escort Bo in today. Let's hear it from them, please. My name is John Hodge. I am Chief Operating Officer for the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation out of New York City. Once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you all here today. I'd like to tell you just a few seconds about the journey which got us to this point. At least I'll tell you the first part, then the next speaker will take you the rest of the way. I am a cousin of firefighter Stephen Siller, and I don't know if you know Stephen Siller's story, But Stephen Siller was a firefighter who had just gotten off duty in New York City on September 11th, and he heard the call on the scanner in his pickup truck about what had happened at the World Trade Center. So he turns his truck around quickly, goes racing back to his firehouse in Brooklyn, New York, Squad 1. All the fire trucks had rolled at that point, so he gets his gear, he throws in the back of his pickup truck, and gets out on a highway known as the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway to get into Manhattan, to get to the World Trade Center through a tunnel known as the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. By the way, it is the longest vehicular tunnel in the United States. It's just short of 2 miles long. As it gets closer to that tunnel, all the traffic is backed up onto the highway at that point. Gridlock. No cars are moving anywhere. Can't get his truck off to the side of the road. He literally abandons his truck right in the middle of the highway, puts on that 60 to 65 pounds of gear, and starts to run. And he wound up running from where he was on that highway all the way through the tunnel, filled with cars, and through the streets of Lower Manhattan, where we know he met up with his brother firefighters from Squad 1. All 12 of them perished that day, leaving nothing behind in the collapse of the South Tower. Thereafter, there's family members, of which I'm one, I'm a cousin, but more particularly his brothers and sisters, wanted to do something to commemorate his run, what he did that day. It was such a wonderful, unbelievable feat of athleticism and courage that we just didn't want to let his memory die in the ashes of the South Tower. So they formed the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation, and we do many things. We have many different programs. You're here today to join us with one, our signature program, which is Building for America's Bravest. At this point, I would like to introduce our chairman and CEO of the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation, his brother, Frank Siller. Frank, come on up.
Thank you, John. First, I'd like to thank God for giving us this day here today. And I just feel like we're a bit closer to heaven today than I was yesterday, for sure. I'm not knocking New York. I love New York. But being here and the place that you pick and chose to live is so special. And standing here, I know exactly why you chose it. And I'd like to start off by saying that you make really good decisions, and I can tell you that for sure because we know already your best decision you ever made and when you got married. So John told you a little bit about the journey, and I just like to talk about, first I want to thank some people because without certain organizations, companies, people, we can't get these houses built. And I'd like to thank everybody out here, anyone that had played any part, no matter how small or how big, in making sure that this dream became a reality for Bo and Lacey and Brandon. I want to thank you all for doing that, but especially thank you to Phoenix Patriot Foundation, who was on board before anybody else to make sure that Bo was going to get his house. But I also like to thank some other sponsors that we have that help us with every single house. Because we've made a certain commitment to those men and women in uniform. Because I know personally we went to war because what happened on September 11, 2001. And we started to build these homes because the first quadruple amputee to ever survive any war was from my hometown, Staten Island, New York. Sergeant Brendan Morocco. And we went down, we visited him, and we saw him down at Walter Reed Army Medical Center. At the time it was in Washington, now it's Bethesda. And we said, when we were there, Marie was there, John Ponte was there, John, who's the director of Building for America's Bravest, Marie, who's our military liaison for our program. And I said, Brendan, it would be an honor and a privilege if our foundation can build you a home. And he humbly accepted it. And when we built that home and we finished it in June 11 of 2011, almost 10 years after 9/11 happened, because we were on a journey. We didn't know we were going to be building houses. We just didn't know it. And that's why I think it's so significant that I talk about God today. And about He puts us on certain paths. And we have to listen. And when we built that house, we saw the difference that it made. We said, you know what? Because we were going to build one house for our hometown hero. And we saw the difference that it made, and we made a commitment to do more and more and more. And we're so proud to say, with the help of the people behind us, you're going to hear from later, that we are either handed over, counting today, broken ground, or in design stage on 44 homes. So we're very proud of that. I have to thank a few people. It's very important. Johnson & Johnson, one of our newest companies that have just recently come on board. They're going to come on board for every house moving forward. General Motors, the GMC division, just named Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation the National Foundation of Choice. And they are going to help us with every single house that we're going to be building going forward. We have our team members here that have been doing it, some from the very beginning, but most certainly over the last few years. We have Carpet One, our great friends from Carpet One who have done so much for us and opened so many doors with their connections, because they have 800 stores around the country, and they're collecting money on every purchase that they. I'll let Frank talk about what they're doing, but they're so committed that they introduced us not only to Mohawk, who supplies all the flooring for every single house, and when you see the flooring in here, it's unbelievable. Master Brands, who's here with us today, the cabinets. American-made cabinets. You walk in there, just like it takes your breath away. It's just so beautiful, and I cannot let my wife see any of this stuff, by the way. Hunter Douglas, who does all the blinds and window treatment. It works off an iPad or for remote controls, so, for the lighting in the house. Bassett Furniture, with the furniture is just so beautiful. It's so important. The finishing touches to any home is important. Even I know that as a guy. And Semper Fi Fund, who has been with us from the very, very beginning on every single house. Every single house that we've worked on, they have been with us, and their role keeps on getting bigger and bigger. And Home Depot, we were up here on Father's Day. They did an unbelievable job. I'm sure they're going to be talking about it, but their commitment is second to none in all these homes. So give them a big round of applause, because they're instrumental in making sure that these houses are going to be done. But before I talk about Bo and about the journey that he's on and the connection I think we have with him, I want to give a special thank you to a local family here, the Harnish family, who owns a Caterpillar distributorship here in Billings, Montana, who saw on, I believe it was Megyn Kelly was doing a national broadcast on our foundation, talking about the houses that we build across the country. And she reached out and said, please help them, please help them. And a few days later, I got a call from Jennifer Harnish. She said her dad had just watched a show on Fox, and they wanted to get involved. But they wanted to get involved locally. And I said, okay, where you want to help? And they said, Montana. They said, but we'd like to do something in Billings. I called Marie up. I said, Marie, who do we have in Billings, Montana, that we know? And we knew Bo was from Montana, but I didn't know he was from Billings, and because we had met him already down in Walter Reed with other guys that we're doing houses for. And we found out Bo, that's exactly where he wanted to live. And they made such a significant donation that it ensured the fact, with the help of Phoenix Patriot and all these other great companies and people and everybody, because so many people out here did so much in this house, that he has a house that is mortgage free. And I think that is very, very important. So thank you to Harnish Foundation and what you've done. Bo, I think our families are very similar. And I say that because our families are all about family. I think back to my brother Stephen, that you just heard about, in the heroic run that he made through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, and where he gave up his life to save others. But I think about him as a little boy, and when our parents died, when he wasn't much older than Landon, and how it affected his life, how much despair he was in, how much pain he was in, that so much that he questioned his very being. He actually said, I wish I was never born. And his older brothers and sisters, because he was the youngest of 7, but he was much younger than us, and his oldest brothers and sisters promised him that we will always be there for him and we will never let him down. And we helped carry him through those days, through those months, through those years, till he came out, and instead of seeing that despair, he saw the hope in this world. We brought him out of that darkness and into that light where he had decisions that he had to make, and we put him on a path, and he realized there is life after death and that you can have a good life. And we put him on a path. He became an outrageous human being, helping his community. He wanted to serve. He became a firefighter, and he gave up his life. And Bo, your life is all about your service. What you gave for your country, your commitment to this country. When you set out there and you swore to an oath to protect our country, to protect our flag and our nation, we as Americans made a commitment to you that if something happens, we are going to take care of it. But nobody is taking care of you more than your family. And during your dark days and your dark months, who was there for you at every moment? Your family, your wife, your son, your mother, your father, your grandparents, and your community was there for you. They carried you and they've helped you to get back into life and put you on a new path, because God knows what is in store for you. And if we listen, we could do unbelievable things. If we turn our lives around and we take things that happen to us that either can cripple us or make us, and we choose to light a candle than to curse the darkness, we can do much more in life. Our commitment to you is that you're not ever going to be done with our family. Hey, I'm an Italian from New York. Staten Island, New York. Once you're in the family, you never get out of the family. Our commitment to you is we're not finished. We always want to be there for you. We want your family. We want you there during good times, during hard times, because every day is not Christmas. And we want you to know that our commitment will always be there for you. I want to say this to you on this day. I swear, I promise that whatever you need, we will do everything humanly possible to be there for you. I want to congratulate you today. God bless you for your service. This country owes this to you. You've earned it, the sacrifice that you made, and now we're saying thank you for that sacrifice. Thank you for your commitment, and if this happens to you or anybody else, we're going to make sure that we're there for you. Enjoy your new home. God bless you, and God bless America.
Thanks, Frank. Next up, Frank mentioned the Phoenix Patriot Foundation. I'd like to have Jared Ogden come on up and say a few words to us, please.
I'm glad it's my turn to talk because the view from where I'm sitting is not this beautiful Montana skyline that you guys are looking at. Folks, I'm a former Navy SEAL, and the hard part, it's not doing the workups. The hard part is not deploying to the combat zones. The hard part is not getting into the firefight. That's what we love. The hard part is what do you do when things go wrong? And I've seen it go both ways. There's a real issue in this country with veterans on drugs and veterans killing themselves. And having known Bo for many years now, he is the opposite of that. Bo exemplifies hope. He is that candle that's lit for other veterans, for that younger, less experienced version of who Bo was several years ago that was maimed in combat. And Bo is making the most of it. We were on board to build Bo this house first, and we could not have done this project and met this timeline and built the house that Bo deserves had it not been for Frank and Tunnel to Towers and all the other sponsors, corporate, grassroots, everybody that came together. This has been a labor of love for the past 18 plus months. And Bo, it's been amazing to be a part of it. And I sincerely and genuinely look forward to flipping this book ahead, turning page after page, and writing more chapters with you. Thanks for letting us be a part of it.
Thank you, Jared. Frank talked before about Carpet One and how they're doing such magnificent things for us in each and every home that we build across the country. We're very lucky we had a gentleman here from New Hampshire today. Mr. Frank Santaniello is here from Carpet One and CCA Global to say a few words. Frank, come on up, buddy.
Thank you, everybody. It's about 2 years this January, forthcoming here, we first met Frank Siller and heard about the Tunnel to Towers organization in Phoenix, Arizona, where we had our convention. And I have over 850 members that are part of our organization. And I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, from hearing Frank speak that day and meeting some of the other wounded veterans, Travis Mills, Todd Love, that the entire Carpet One Floor and Home family and the Mohawk family were on board instantly with this amazing project. So since that day, we've been involved with 16 homes across the country. I've had the pleasure of being at 2 of them now, one in Maine and one here. And it truly is the driving force behind us from day to day. It's not too often you get to work on a project such as these homes. We can try to make someone's dreams come true, especially a hero like Bo's and so many of the other wounded veterans that are out there. So I want to personally thank the Carpet One Floor and Home in Billings, Montana, with Randy Mostad in the audience, as well as Ron Scholes for the work you did in the home. Thank you. And also to the Mohawk family for donating all the flooring for the home here. As Frank said, our work is not done, it's just beginning. We want to get as many of these homes done as we can. I know we have many, many more this year that we're planning on doing, and I know that there's 1,000 plus people behind me that are looking forward to delivering dreams to some of the veterans that deserve it as well. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Frank. Before we go on any further, Frank also mentioned we have formed a partnership, a wonderful partnership with Bassett Furniture as a result of building a home actually near their home base in Martinsville, Virginia for a triple amputee. And since then, they've furnished a tremendous number of homes, including this one here. We did it through Furnitureland, and I just want to give a shout-out to sitting out in the audience right now to Lisa and Carrie. Can you just stand up for a second and wave to everybody? They designed and helped decorate the entire inside of the house. All right, guys, thank you so much. Next up, Frank also talked about the custom cabinetry inside. I'd like to introduce Betty Jones, Northwest Territory Manager of Master Brand and Omega Cabinetry. Come on up, please.
You know, the Lord blesses us in a lot of ways, and I'm not sure how exactly Siller Foundations and Tunnels to Towers, how we got graced to be able to be chosen with Master Brand Cabinets to help furnish these houses. We make choices as we go along in life, and I always hope that we make good choices of the partners that we do. And as I'm here today, Carpet One is one of our partners with Master Brand Cabinets, and they're very instrumental. So we do pick our partners in life, hopefully wisely. Bo, you have chosen very wisely as well. And all I really want to say is, Lacey, Bo, God bless you both. May this house bring you much joy and many blessings over the years. And God bless you and your service to the United States.
Thank you very much. I had the pleasure of being here in June, spent almost a week here in June. We did a joint program with Home Depot, who is also helping us with all of our houses across the country. But they did a very special project here with Bo and his family, and it involved the shop that you see off to the side over here. And as a Father's Day gift, as a surprise Father's Day gift, they outfitted the entire shop. But that was by no means everything that they did. And at that time, I had the pleasure of meeting the local Home Depot manager, Jason McCulloch, who's here today. And Jason, can you come on up and say a few words, please? Do we have any Home Depot associates out there? Come on, shout it out. Raise your hand. Guys, you got to clap for them, please.
Hello, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here today and to serve this wonderful family that has served us and served our country. Getting to know these guys over the last about a year probably has been amazing. Don and Crystal, Landon, Lacey, Bo, Bud, Jeanette. I mean, what a great family. What an amazing opportunity for us. Team Depot is honored to work with the Stephen Siller Foundation across the country for veterans, and I can speak personally for myself and for my team that was here this summer that it was a true honor to be here and to work with you and to continue to be friends in the future. And you guys let us know. We'll be up to help do some landscaping again on Monday, Don, if you're ready for us. We also just have a little gift we want to present. This is courtesy of the Colorado Avalanche. And we were able to, I was going for Minnesota Wild, but I heard that you were an Avalanche fan, so we'll have to go with that. But they were kind enough to donate a jersey to you that's signed by last year's team. And we went ahead and got that framed for you. But thank you guys very much. That'll look nice over the pool table. So.
Okay, next up, we have Janine Canty here from Semper Fi. Semper Fi, as Frank said, donates to every one of the houses we built. They've been there from the very beginning. Certainly we're here for this one. Janine, come on up, please.
Good afternoon. I'm honored to be here today to represent the Semper Fi Fund, an organization that provides immediate financial assistance and lifetime support to post 9/11 wounded, critically ill, and injured service members. The Semper Fi Fund and the Americas Fund provides relief for immediate financial needs that arises during hospitalization and recovery, as well as the assistance to purchase customized transportation, specialized equipment, and specially adapted housing. We have provided financial assistance for hundreds of specially adapted homes, and we are proud to have supported the construction of this home. To the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, the Phoenix Patriot Foundation, the Home Depot Foundation, and all the other organizations and volunteers here today, we want to thank you for your service, your support that you've given to Bo and his family, and to all injured service members. To Bo, we thank you for your service to our great nation, and we wish you, Lacey, and Landon many years of happiness in your new home. Thank you.
Thanks, Jimmy. All right, the moment we've been waiting for, folks. You want to see the house, right? Yeah. All right, here we go. Is everybody ready on the ropes? All the way around? All right, they're going to need a little help, though. In order to get this flag is going to move. In order to get it to move, you have to start chanting, "Move back that flag." Ready? Otherwise, it's going to stay there. This ceremony will never happen. So we ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Move back that flag. Move back that flag. Move back that flag.
Keep going. I hear the snows are deep up there and the winds are cold. Way out there the blues will never find me. Oh, I'm going to Montana to rest my soul.
All right, what do you think? So I'm going to tell you a quick story. See how that flag is billowing right now? Since we came in on Sunday, you guys remember what Sunday was like. So we put this up last night and it started to do that, and we got here this morning, and the thing was totally horizontal to the ground up until about a half hour before you guys started to arrive. And God was good to us and allowed the winds to die down. So thank you very much. We are now pretty much at the end of our ceremony. We have one more thing we want to do, or two things actually. One, we're going to let Bo and his family talk in a few seconds. And then after that, we're going to have Bo and his family go up. And if you see the flagpole out in front of the house, we're going to have them raise the flag over the house for the first time. Okay? So with that, Bo, you want to come on up and say a few words? Boy, he gets going sometimes. He's going to be here for another half hour, but we'll. Come on, let's hear it for Bo, guys.
Well, I definitely don't. I'm not one to do speeches, and I don't know. I just want to say thank you to everyone that made this possible, and you know, it really means a lot to our family. You know, many people sacrifice long days out here working, and you know, really showed up and put a lot of love into the project, and you know, I appreciate what everyone's done, and I thank everyone so much, but you know, there's a real big thank you that I owe my family and my dad. You know, on multiple occasions throughout my life, they've sacrificed for me back to back to back, and you know, my dad's sacrificed his company for going on pretty much 2 years now. You know, when I first got injured, he came out to the hospital and was there for 8 months. 7-8 months, and was with me the whole time, and came back here and got back to work for a little while, and then you know, since the home project started, he's been out here, you know, 90% of the time over the last year, and working his butt off, and I just hope I can be as good as dad as he's been to me, and it just means a lot. Thank you for everyone.
Lacey, would you like to say anything, Lacey?
Sure. Our house has turned out beyond beautiful, and I'm just beyond grateful for everyone's help, and I'm glad that I got to be a part of the home building as much as we were able to, and that Don has been there for us. You couldn't have a better guy to build your home. Pretty lucky, and thank you all for coming, and looking forward to visiting with you guys, and hope you stay and eat, and enjoy checking out the house with us. Thank you.
Yeah. Stand up. You want to say anything?
Okay, so the ceremony is almost concluded at this point. There's a few instructions here at this point. We are going to take Bo and his family back to the flagpole back there, let him raise the flag. You can stay, certainly see from here if you'd like. Thereafter, Bo and the media, if you want to get a head start and head up to the flagpole, I'd appreciate it right now. Bo and the media will be about 15, 20 minutes doing some interviews and things like that. During that period of time, we have catered in for you guys. We don't want you to go hungry. If you're in New York, we'd buy lasagna for you. It's not here. We have barbecue. We have barbecue for you guys. So anyway, feel free to go on over. Here's the one caveat. We're going to double use these chairs. So if you want to go on over, it's BYOC. Bring your own chair. Just carry that baby right on over there, if you would, please. Once again, thank you so very much for coming. The house will be open in about a half hour or so when they'll bring people in groups. Bo and Lacey would very much like to have you guys come in and tour the house with them. But if you would give us that courtesy, just going over, enjoying some food for a little while, we'll come down and get you when we're all set. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you for coming, and have a wonderful day.
Do you want us to start now?
No. When the flag starts to go up, she plays the music.
There's one more song.
I am, yeah.
I brought my camera. He's got everything worked out, so just stay in the middle.
Oh, I was just gonna go get a drink. There's plenty of time. I was gonna have a beer. I was gonna go have a beer.
Yeah,
no, I was heading that way. I was heading that way.
You got a couple horses watching. Watching.
We lost another member, so go ahead and scoot in a little bit, man.
Okay.
Everybody. Where's your mom?
It's really something to see him climb out of the truck and see those prosthetic legs. And even stand up. Yeah, and listen about his dad giving up his life. It's bad enough when you think about the loss of limbs and the injuries, but then forget about the impact. Yeah. And all your family around you.
Come on, guys.
This helps it feel more like practice. Good. Yeah. She's gonna be this angelic voice.
That's right.
Yes.
And this flag, this was beautiful.
I like this man though. He keeps things moving.
Move that flag. Move that flag.
Now look at that little girl's real person. All right. It's
When
about-
he was
can you-
speaking, I thought there was
He's
a
gonna-
plane
he's
going
gonna
by. I
tell
thought that was
Donna.
a programmed flyby.
Yeah, she is. Be ready, guys.
And be ready. Attached.
There we go.
I thought it was cute. The women were going, why didn't you tell us about the dress code?
There it goes.
She's like, I want to see it flying first.
Oh, he said as it was going up.
I don't wait those. They were adjusting stuff. Okay, Donna.
Let us swear the sun.